Surprise as Sanusi speaks against Tinubu and makes one demand. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Samisi Lamido Sanusi, the former CBN governor, has said President Bola Tinubu should desist from making himself the Minister of Petroleum. The former emir of Kano, who had earlier commended the president's economic policy, demanded that the NNPC Limited should be properly audited for serious reform. According to the Grand Khalifa of the new Tijaniya Group, there is no need to review the CBN Act to free the Apex Bank of political influence. Sanusi urges the National Assembly to dump review of the CBN Act. Remember that I am always a fan of somebody who has been there before giving out a hair. I am a fan of that, most especially because you are not going to come back there. I don't think there is definitely anything for you to lose, except the person is just being, how am I going to put it? I don't know. But Sanusi, he was the former governor of CBN. So, yeah. And then they said from the beginning, let's start from the, should I say beginning, they said he desist from making himself the Minister of Petroleum. And you all know why he said this, because the former Buhari administration, Buhari himself was the Minister of Petroleum, and we all see how that went. We all see it was during Buhari period that we had fuel skyrocketing from 85 naira, 100 naira to 180, then to 300. He was the one picking this thing up. You understand? Once upon a time in this country, we never believed. I'm sure that time air fuel was 85 naira. And that time there was subsidy during Jonathan's time, before there was rioting all over the country. And the subsidy, as in, you remove a subsidy and it went to, at that time, was it 110 or 1 something? It was only that time. Nigeria it was 85, it was 90. It was during Buhari period that we started noticing what we call 100 and something, 100 and some 40, 155, 185, and then it went from there to 210, 220, 250, 280, 300, even in some places 400. So it was during this regime. We can see that this thing called Minister of Petroleum, I feel it should be somebody who has an idea of how to manage it. It is somebody who has an idea on how to make that particular ministry. Number one, you might not even have let me even put it out. You might not even have an idea, but you want genuinely that sector to be better. You are going to do a little bit, you're going to do better than somebody who has all the idea and he just wants to use the idea to corner everything for himself. So there are two things involved. And if you ask me again, it would be, like I said, it should be somebody who is in that line, who will manage things properly without looking at anybody's face. You will not be looking. Tinubu is not the right person because already people are lobbying, falling over themselves. I think the Minister of Petroleum is one of the ministries who have said that is the only revenue. That is the only, as in it is our biggest, like the giant in the house of all revenues we are making. Now from that place they come from. From now, I know we are making revenue from every other place, which they are not making it, they are not louding it like this one, like Petroleum. So getting somebody should be, as in, based on merit. And that person, if the person know they perform, you should not hesitate to fling the person away. Fling and bring somebody else, to my own understanding. So yes, on Sanusi, this one we talk. This one you talk good. This one you talk well. Then they said that the economic policy demanded that NNPC Limited should be properly audited for serious reform. Yes, I don't think there is any sector, most especially the ones that are giving us a lot of trouble, the economic sector, the security sector, and the power sector. In fact, I don't think, which sector don't need reform? All the sectors we have in this country from the economy to petroleum to health to power to a lot, a lot. I cannot many, but I think, like I said, every government cannot come and do everything and make it right, but at least they can pick, oh, we are going to pick 3 sector, or we are going to pick 4 sectors that we are going to give, as in we are going to work on. If those sectors are not up to 100%, we'll work on them until they get 100%. Imagine us having 4 sectors in this country, 4 solid sectors, the one that matters. Power matters, security matters, economy matters, petroleum matters. You say, okay, these 4, I'll give it my all, and I make sure that the sector is well reformed, as in, even if person no day, even if person know the monitor, it becomes reformed in a way that that sector delivered. It is being structured in a way that nothing, number one, corruption is not able to penetrate it. It runs, as in, if you are somebody coming to want to change anything, it is not possible for you. Changing anything to benefit you, it is always going to be people rented. Then, the third point he raised, according to the Grand Khalifa of the group, he said there is no need to review the CBN Act to free the Apex Bank of political influence. I wouldn't know how he said, I didn't know why he said that too, but I don't think I quite agree with him. You understand? But me, if they are, what's it called? If they are reviewing it to suit any political, should I say, any administration, anything they do, it should be people-oriented. I don't care. Yes, people come out and say, what is this person saying? Are you not in Nigeria? They don't do anything that is not. Yes, that is why I said the only way the reform should happen, you understand, or the review should happen, should be only when it is people-oriented. They are going to be viewing it. It is going to be reflecting the needs of the people. And that's so it's supposed to be. Every sector, apart from petroleum, that is how it's supposed to be. If they want the sector to be making sense, it is supposed to be people-oriented. And this is what I also have to say. This is also what I have to say. What's it called? I really hope that this government, even though a lot of us, we don't have hope on it, I really hope that they have good, as in they even have plans for us. They have plans for us. And again, I sincerely hope that this government becomes the first government that put on the thinking cap and actually look at other ways we can be getting revenues. We don't stress this particular job. We have milked this oil enough. If you ask me, I am looking forward towards having a government that comes in and say, you know what, make this milk of petroleum breast. Make we find other means. It's not that they're not going to be taken from it, but they're not going to be so dependent on it. They will work towards getting other revenues for the country, that the milk of petroleum self. You would ask himself, say, you sure say I see there? You know, a human being, then nobody, as in, everybody bring your line. I need this, I need that. If you're a human being, then they bring your line, oh, my resident don't expire. Oh, my school fees, they said I should pay it. Oh, all of a sudden, nobody is calling you, nobody is asking you for anything. You say everybody, are you sure I'm still alive? You go doctor, you sure I'm still in the land of the living? That is how it is supposed to be. So that we have a generation of people who are actually, at least make it be, say this government do, but my mind, you tell me, say, it will take more than a pope to convince them to do such. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.